take a city tour in a city bus, a water bus, around the entire city of Valencia, Venezia, to get a better overview of what's out here, what's available, even on some of the other islands. Remember, it's made up of 7 islands. This way we get to see everything. It's a beautiful day. We have a mostly blue sky. The water's bouncing nicely. It's a great afternoon to do this. As an alternative, we could have done 3 museums, but I blew those off because I'm tired of walking around museums. This is a gondola, a happy family. Spending $90 for an hour, go out in their gondola. They look very happy to do this. Nice gondola ride in Venice. Bring the kids to Venice when they're young. This is the Doge Palace and the San Marco Plaza, the Plaza de San Marco. On the water bus, goes all around Venice. For 25 euros, you can get a pass to ride all day for free. I suspect if you get it for a longer period of time, it's even cheaper than that. You get it for a monthly. The people will probably commute with this pass out to the outer islands. People work in the shops here. Certainly near the San Marco, the Palace de San Marco, there is every fashion shop in the world, every top shop and the most expensive shops are all there. This is a way to get an overview of what Venice is like. We're here basically for 3 or 4 days and don't have much time to really spend and watch this. And today we have good weather. As I say, we were going to do 3 museums this afternoon, but I'm sort of museumed out right now. And doing this is more exciting. See, these bus stops are all over the place in Venice. That stop is San Marco. We're looking for a bus stop called Academia, and we have to take bus number 2, which goes all the way around. This bus just does the Grand Canal, which is what we're going down now. And we're going to see the Grand Canal with the sun, the right angle for us. And we're going to see lots of gondolas. And everybody's riding gondolas for $90 an hour. There's a place down here where you can get a gondola just to take you across the Grand Canal. I think it's like 20 euros. So you can say you rode in a gondola. And look how when they're working on a building, they cover it with cloth, so you really can't see what's going on. So it doesn't really become an eyesore. Lots of restaurants along here. Great places to eat. Lots of hotels. There's the Europa, this is the Regina. These are all hotels on the Grand Canal. The Grand Canal is like the main road in Venice. It's where all the best of everything is present. The most expensive hotels, the most expensive restaurants. See, over there I see like wooden wooden speedboats or wooden water taxis. Now there's a typical, that white boat coming is a typical water taxi. That's what they look like. They have a driver in the front and a compartment in the back for the passengers, so they stay dry and warm, even in the wintertime. That's your typical water taxi. And the price I've confirmed from here to the airport is 140 euros. Here comes some more water taxis. These look like they might be wooden water taxis. Sort of a workboat. There's no trucks coming in here, so they get all these restaurants, get all their food and all the produce and the meats, everything they need delivered to them via boat. So you have lots of workboats here supporting Venice. Another hotel. Please sit. You don't go to sit. There's 3 seats. You can sit too.
One bottle, one seat.
That's it. I'm just doing a video, so.
Oh. For the family.
For me?
For the family, the video.
For the YouTube. And the big family. So we're still on the Grand Canal. We're waiting for a stop called Academia. When we stop at Academia, we're going to get off the zone and catch a different ferry that goes all around. This is Giglio. This is not Academia. We want the Academia stop because that's where we can catch one of these city buses that will take us all around the entire islands. The stop is called Giglio. San Maria dei Giglio. Look at the beautiful flower boxes. Now we're leaving San Maria dei Giglio. Look at the narrow water alleys. Gondolas are down those alleys, and believe it or not. Isn't this an amazing place? This looks like it's a hotel, I'd say. I'm looking for the name, but I don't see it. I would say that's a hotel. A lot of taxis out front. Now remember folks, we're looking for Academia. That's the stop we need to change so we go on a complete round trip around Venice. Look at that boat. That boat is filled with goods and supplies. boxes and boxes and boxes, a truckload of stuff to deliver to restaurants and to other places that need it. These at one point in time were the private houses of the 270 families that actually controlled and ran the city-state of Venice. Many of these houses go back 400 years in age. They've been here forever. Sadly, with global warming, the water level is probably going to rise several feet, which could be very devastating for these places. But they are beautiful. Here comes a gondola out of a narrow alleyway. Are we landing or something? I don't think. He's just slowing to let other boats get by, I believe. Cab drivers are yelling at each other. Taxi drivers are yelling at one another. Is this a stop? Could be. I want to see if this is academia. This is academia. This is where we get off. We're getting off at this stop because we can then get a different water bus that will take us around the entire island. We'll stop the video now. Okay. We're now shooting in 4K. And 60 frames per second. This is the preferred speed. You get absolutely beautiful color rendition and the highest quality that we're currently able to get from iPhone. Eventually we're going to have 8K, maybe next year, maybe the year after. But right now this is the best quality we can offer you. We're on the number 2 city water bus in Venice that literally takes you around the entire city of Venice and all the islands on Venice. These are the stops. They're like subway stops in New York City. Each stop has its own name. That was Toma. And the bus is going in both directions on this Grand Canal. It is absolutely a beautiful day today. Beautiful blue sky. And so far today, I've walked only 7 miles. I think before I'm done, it's going to be 12 miles. We can because we only really have 2 full days here. It's just a little taste of what you can do if you live in the EU. This has really been, as much as anything, it's been an experiment. Can you, in the EU, say to your girlfriend or your wife or whomever, let's spend the weekend in Venice, or let's spend the weekend in Rome, or let's spend the weekend in Salzburg, Austria, or let's spend the weekend in Denmark, or Bergen, Norway. And we're just seeing if it can be done. doing the midweek because the flight prices are cheaper. Middle of the week, prices are a lot better than they are weekends. And we're flying Ryanair. And Ryanair likes to fly at odd times, like 10 o'clock at night or 6 in the morning if you want the best prices. But you can get really inexpensive prices with Ryanair. Those guys delivering beer in that boat. Amazing. Apparently the work boats are painted blue, so they know that if they're delivering product or doing work. We're seated in a way that the sun is to our back, so that you get the best video rendition and video quality that you can. And as the boat turns from time to time, we are not in the best or most favorable position. Like right now, it's sort of off to our left a little bit as we progress further into the afternoon. Remember, this is brought to you by Gary's Tours. If you like this video, please subscribe and like. And check out our More page where we have our products for sale. Some of those, that's the bus, water bus, putting on the brakes. In a boat, you put on the brakes by dropping it into reverse. So it slows it down really fast. You can stop at the next bus stop. The buses really have the water buses really have almost the feel of city buses in a big city, with the advertisements for the concerts and plays. So this stop is called Rialto. As I say, that noise is a little annoying. It's just the dropping the boat into reverse. Stop it. Now we'll stop this to get another stop. They're going to take on passengers or drop off passengers. And this bus goes all the way around Venice. It's really sort of a good deal. It's about an hour and 10-minute ride. I don't know if we're going to video for the full hour and 10 minutes. But we're going to video for a while. The sun reflecting off the water. Isn't it beautiful? Here comes another gondola. Beautifully painted and decorated gondolas. And here comes another workboat. I wonder what he's doing. Looks like he's doing dredging work, or some sort of heavy construction work. Got a lot of steel in the boat. Maybe like a crane sort of part of something. The Grand Canal is filled today with gondolas. The weather is just about perfect. It's about 70, 75 degrees. Clear blue sky. Contrails visible in the sky. And there goes yet another water bus. Water buses are really probably the cheapest way to get around. a much more expensive method of transport. Remember, this is a 4K, 60 frames per second video being brought to you by Gary's Tours. And 4K really brings out the color. It's much harder to work with. It's harder to upload. It's harder to edit. But we do this because the quality is so much nicer. Directly over us. Hot in my bedroom last night, so I opened up a window and a pigeon landed on my window and was about to walk in. I asked it not to go to leave. talking about the noise the engine's so loud. Without the noise, the engine wouldn't have the noise of the water. I think that's essential for the enjoyment of this boat ride. Maintains pressure on the rope holding it and keeps it against the dock by using its rear engine. Forward in, backwards, and keep it tight against the dock. San Marculla Casino. That's the all the stops at least for sure in Venice. You ride this bus at night. You look at the water line, you see the water line's down right now, but there's a lot of seaweed on it, but it's at least 3 feet higher, 2.5 feet higher. So it was at that height for quite some period of time. At least 22 higher than it is then. And there's been a lot of flooding, I think. Residential district. And that may mean we're getting near the end of the Grand Canal. video gives you the feel of what it's like to be in Venice. I know one woman contacted us and said that she wasn't able to travel anymore, and watching some of our videos of just walking around or riding on a boat like this in Venice gave her the feeling that she was there. That maybe it's as close as she's going to come to it, but she was grateful for that. Another workboat carrying a lot of what looks like very rusty stuff. I'm not sure what it is carrying. We're stopped here dropping off passengers, picking up passengers. And we're going to take off again. Just a reminder, this video is brought to you 4K and 60 frames per second by Gary's Tours. Please subscribe and like. You should see the subscribe button in the lower right hand corner of every video. We leave it there to make it easy to subscribe. Gary's Tours viewers, where the boat is left, actually the Grand Canal. We're out in a newer section of Naples. We're in between islands. You can see some really new construction over there. That's the new railroad station where you come to land in Venice. There's lots of factories and office buildings and things here in this section. This is a very new section of Venice that they're still building. The water is much more open. You notice there's an absence of gondolas. No one's riding gondolas here. This is more of a commercial section. Water here in Venice is not something you'd want to swim in. There's quite a bit of sewage in the water, and it's not particularly clear water at all. You couldn't see more than a foot or two in this water. So that was another stop we just made, and you see the new construction on that side of the attraction of Venice. I know the engine makes a lot of noise, but it's realism. There's more warehouse space, factory space over there. We're going out in the open water, and we're going actually to some other islands that compose the city of Venice. We're now on landing on an island, one of the 7 islands that compose Venice. It's an island, you can see it has very modern apartments on it. And we're probably a 10-15 minute ride away from the actual city of Naples. Not a lot of people getting on or off, doesn't appear, but you use these city water buses to commute. You see someone, people that are getting on and getting off. You literally commute to this place to work. Housing probably here is cheaper for the people who work in Venice. Stop over here, I guess, on this island. We're stopping now at Basilica, San Basilica. San Basilica we're stopping at. There's another water taxi. Doesn't look as touristy an area. It's more of an area, I suspect, for people who work in Venice. And there are tourists, by the way, who will rent property here and visit Venice without actually staying in the city of Venice or the touristy parts of Venice. stop of Palencia, and it's one of the 7 separate islands composed Venice. And here there are some unusual things. I believe on this island they have glass blowing exhibits besides the usual restaurants, and many people come here as a day trip. So it's an additional little side trip you can make if you stay long enough in Venice. Now Gary's tours, friends, we've come almost full circle. That is in fact the Basilica de San Marco and the Doge Palace you see in the distance. So we have gone around in a large circle on the islands, and we're across the island now. There's the Doge Palace, the tower, and the Basilica de San Marco. And we're this